Hello everyone. Thanks for joining today's webinar. Our presentation today is going to cover the next installment of the Dassault Systems 3DEXCITE 3D Experience Marketing Series, CAD2AD. My name is Rob Kajanka. I'm a solutions consultant within the 3DEXCITE brand of Dassault Systems. And today, I'm really excited to show you how you can take one of your greatest assets within your organization, which is your 3D CAD data that you use to develop your products, and repurpose it using the 3D Experience platform to save you time, resources, and cut costs within your marketing campaigns. If you joined a day in the life of a marketer webinar a few weeks back, you learned about collaboration, social listening, and project management. Today, we're going to be taking a closer look at marketing content development and all of the benefits that you can derive by working from the 3D Experience Twin, or also known as a digital twin. Basically, creatives and marketers can work in tandem with their design and engineering departments and output 2D and 3D assets for every channel or any marketing scenario. Essentially, get to market faster to help sales drive top-line growth and recognize efficiencies across the entire organization. And you achieve this by working from a single, secure business platform. Now, before we begin, I just want to remind everyone that we're going to have a question and answer session at the end. So if you have any questions along the way, feel free to type them into the Q&A window, and we'll go over them after the presentation. Also, if you haven't already, for the best viewing experience, I'd recommend that you watch this presentation in full screen mode. All right, well, let's get started. To start off, I want to talk to you about a traditional go-to-market workflow and what that looks like. In the product development lifecycle, you normally start with ideation and gathering marketing intelligence about your product. You then move on to sketching and design, where you start prototyping your product out. Up next is the engineering phase, where you start to build your product using 3D math based on your design data. You then move to validation, where your product goes through lots of testing, simulations, approvals, at which point you get to the manufacturing stage, where you start building your product. Now, in terms of marketing, this is where the process usually begins, which is product photography. Now that you have a manufactured product, you can begin taking photos that you'll use for your marketing campaigns. And finally, we get to marketing and sales. At this point, your marketing campaign is fully underway and your product is out in the market. Now, let's take a look at what a go-to-market workflow can look like using the 3D Experience platform. We start out very similar. First, we have the ideation phase. Then we move on to sketching and design. But this is where the similarities end. And here's where the linear workflow stops. Instead, this path splits in two. One process continue on to engineering and validation. However, now in parallel, your marketing and sales efforts can begin. You see, once the design department has produced some design data, whether it's final or not, the marketing content creation process can already begin. And you can leverage this early design data, as well as the more mature engineering data, to start producing digital CGI content or computer-generated imagery of your products. You eliminate the need for any product photography, which comes much later down the line. And you can start building your marketing campaign much sooner in the process. This is the concept of CAD2AD. No matter how many updates your product goes through, that CAD data is connected at every stage of the process. Because of this connection to the digital twin, or as we like to call it, the 3D Experience Twin, whatever kind of marketing content you're developing, whether it range from digital imagery to immersive virtual reality experiences, that work can now be done in parallel with other departments like engineering and design. And whenever engineering releases a new update to the product, the marketing content also gets updated. What this can ultimately do is enable your full marketing campaign to be completed and have your product ready, already being promoted out in the market before a single unit ever gets built. Getting your product out to market faster is critical in this competitive landscape. So if you compare these two workflows, you can see that leveraging the 3D Experience platform can save you significant time and get your products out to market faster. What I'd like to do now is show you how this works in practice. I'm going to walk you through a product lifecycle as it moves from design and engineering to sales and marketing. This is all going to happen within the 3D Experience platform. We're going to see how our product, called Beamy, transitions from an engineering product into a multi-purpose, reusable digital asset for a marketing campaign. I'm also going to show you the connection you always have to your CAD data through the digital or 3D experience twin. Beamy is a really unique all-in-one home entertainment hub. So let's watch its product evolution inside the 3D experience. We start our 3D experience journey with the engineering department. Here we can see Elijah, our product engineer, working on the Beamy CAD data. We then transition from engineering over to marketing and see Tom, our marketing visualization content artist, logging into the 3D experience platform. He's working on creating digital images for the new Beamy website. Tom has a team dashboard he's customized on the 3D experience platform. He uses this for every project he works on. This is where we begin to see the evolution of the Beamy 3D experience twin. Tom is going to build a digital marketing model reference of the original source engineering CAD data. On the left side of the dashboard, if given the proper user permissions by his manager, Tom can see all of the latest Beamy engineering data, or only parts that he has permission to access. On the right side, Tom is preparing the Beamy CAD model for data preparation. He's setting up some data prep operations that are going to optimize the CAD data to be reused in a number of various marketing projects. What's great is that these data prep operations can be shared across multiple products. This is a pretty quick and straightforward operation, but it will apply all the necessary optimization that the marketing model needs to have for all of the campaign's upcoming projects. You can, however, create much more in-depth, highly tailored operations as well. 3DEXCITE's marketing model builder allows for a vast amount of customization for all your data preparation needs. As I mentioned before, they're reusable for multiple parts and products, so you can create once, then reuse across your product portfolio. Tom's now saving this operation out. Now he's running these operations on the Beamy CAD data. The result will be a fully prepared digital marketing model ready for visualization. Tom's now checking the final result. He's tessellated the CAD data, which means that the CAD has been transformed into a usable digital model. He's reduced the number of triangles, or the overall density of the CAD data. This is going to really increase the performance of the hardware that will be used to render the images in real-time experiences. And he's also assigned UV maps to the entire data set. This means that adding textures and materials to the Beamy model will now be a breeze. Now it's time to move into the staging process. In this phase, Tom will start to enhance the Beamy model with realistic looking materials, as well as define the lighting environment so that the final images look great. Tom has a library of materials that he has created, as well as some materials that others on his team have shared into their collaborative workspace. This makes it easy for him to transform the Beamy marketing model into a presentation-ready product. Additionally, the prep work Tom does now cascades over to all of the other products that are using the Beamy model, so there's no need to go through this step again. We're now looking at the Ambient Studio application. Tom is choosing through an included library of HDR, or high dynamic range, environments that will give his Beamy the polished look and feel that he's looking for right out of the box. This works great for getting high quality results in very little time. For a more customized lighting setup, he's now using Ambient Studio to paint light right onto his Beamy model. This allows Tom a much deeper level of control in his lighting environment. He can precisely add light wherever he needs to. This way, he can make all the right features pop when he produces the final images. Using the Creative Experience application, Tom is going to apply everything that he has done so far to the Beamy marketing model to produce the images his team needs for the new Beamy website. Right now, he's searching for the fully prepared marketing model and adding it into a new scene that he'll be using for his digital image production. He's going to be rendering these images in a studio-style environment, similar to how you would set up a traditional photo shoot. Tom is going to combine this setup with the lights that he has previously created. Once he has things dialed in, he'll do some final camera adjustments and begin the rendering process. Inside Creative Experience, you can set up different cameras and different shots. In this case, he's created multiple material themes for the Beamy model, as well as several different camera and environment scenarios. Tom has queued up all of his renders. Once they're finished, They'll be ready for any approvals needed before they make it onto the website. In the second tab within Creative Experience, Tom is also checking on the latest status of another Beamy project his teammate is working on, who actually works out of a different office. This project is an interactive experience that showcases some of the unique Beamy features. He's seeing if the new buttons have been created, which it looks like they have. Working within the 3D Experience platform, teams are able to collaborate on projects in real time, regardless of location. Tom is able to stay connected to all of the projects his team is working on and have direct visibility anytime an update's been made. Tom is connected to another dashboard within the 3D Experience platform. This dashboard is shared between all the members of the Beamy marketing team, in addition to various other stakeholders involved with Beamy production. That even includes members from the design and engineering teams. This is a great way to connect departments within an organization that traditionally are pretty siloed apart from one another. And it's not just limited only to internal staff. You can connect with external organizations and partners, agencies, suppliers, basically anyone that's in your network which you're doing business with. During the A Day in the Life webinar we hosted several weeks ago, my colleague, Michael Wild, walked you through this dashboard and showed you how marketers are leveraging the solutions we offer to drive top-line growth, increased ROI, and clear KPI tracking. So if you haven't seen it yet, feel free to check it out. Now, going back to Tom, he uses this dashboard for all of his digital image reviews, as well as communicating with the greater marketing team. If you notice here, there's already been a lot of communication inside the community about the website and the recent images he's created. Everything's been approved. And if we jump over to the Campaign Asset Review tab, here's where the team stores and reviews all assets being produced for the marketing campaign. The first thing you'll see on the left side is another delivery for the campaign that was possible from the work done on the interactive experience we were just looking at. The team deployed a web version of the experience, and what we're seeing here is a direct stream of the live Beamy visualizer. Farther down, you'll see more assets that have been approved and distributed for various projects that support the marketing campaign. And on the right side, there's been some recent markups made on some other imagery that's been created. Right within the dashboard, you can review and provide feedback on any of your marketing assets. You can make annotations right on the images. Afterwards, you can publish your feedback directly to any of your 3D Swim communities, like you just saw in the other tab. Or you could save or print the image out. Now, if we jump back to the Team Communication tab, you can see that John, the Beamy Marketing Manager, has made a post stating the website is now live. Let's go take a look. So here we're on the Beamy website. What you're seeing is just a portion of the total outcome that the marketing team was able to accomplish by working through a unified business platform, the 3D Experience, and the scope of the larger marketing campaign that is being managed and executed within the 3D Experience platform. This new site provides the team with a web presence they can drive traffic to in order to support their marketing and sales initiatives. Now, a big reason in particular why the team is so excited about this website is that the actual Beamy product is still in the manufacturing stage. However, the marketing team is already promoting the product through their website. Going back to my earlier topic of a traditional go-to-market strategy, the team here has accelerated that by leaps and bounds. And it all began with their ability to leverage the existing engineering CAD data that was available to be used and repurposed for the marketing campaign. That CAD data just needed to be made accessible by the marketing department and connected with the right solutions and tools to make this possible. Before the wave of excitement has even had a chance to settle down over the new Beamy website, Samira, the Beamy product manager, has just received some news that could have a major effect on the new product launch. Utilizing the social listening and marketing intelligence solutions within the 3D Experience platform, the team has been able to gauge some early feedback coming back from the voice of the customer out in the market. The result of this has prompted some design changes to take place on the Beamy product. What this design change means is that now engineering will be releasing a new product update. You can see that within the dashboard, Samir has made some markups to some of the approved and already released images and posted this into the community. What will happen in this product update is that the Beamy logo in the front will be raised up higher on the front face as well as enlarged for increased branding. Typically, this would be a costly and time-intensive issue for the marketing team. They've just created numerous marketing assets to promote the campaign, but all of the imagery contains the original logo. Going back and redoing all of these projects to support the new product update could potentially derail the entire marketing campaign and set it back months. However, since everything is connected within the 3D Experience platform, that's no longer an issue or a concern. Let me show you what that means exactly and what type of impact this really has. Even though it's evolved extensively since the beginning of this journey, the original marketing model that Tom first created has always been a connected representation of the source engineering 3D CAD data model. The use of this 3D experience twin throughout every project in the campaign has already created significant efficiencies, which is typically very difficult to accomplish or even unobtainable at times when compared to other marketing asset creation pipelines that produce digital content. If we go back to my original go-to-market strategy comparison and reference a marketing department that is still using photography, those efficiencies are magnified even more. To even better illustrate this connection of the 3D Experience twin, let's go back and visit Elijah in the engineering department. He's currently in the process of finalizing the new product update on the CAD data, where he's changing the Beanie logo placement and enlarging it per the direction of the team. Now on the right, we can now see Tom, who is working with the marketing model. Once Elijah is finished with the product update on the CAD data, those changes cascade out, and every project the marketing team is working on will see those changes get reflected with an automatic update to the marketing model. This maintains true digital continuity throughout the full product lifecycle of either a single product or an entire product portfolio. All Tom has to do in order to deliver this new product change for marketing is basically push the render button again, then re-upload the new images to the team's dashboard. Everything that he's done in the past is already set up, so there's no need to redo any additional work. The data prep, materials, lighting, and staging all account for any kind of product updates, so there's no extra work there either. If we take a look at the interactive experience we saw earlier, those assets have already been updated as well. Since this is a real-time experience, meaning it runs in real time with no image rendering required, there is no additional work that needs to be done. The experience just continues to update as the product changes and matures. While Tom is a pretty seasoned artist with years in the industry, this doesn't mean that only the advanced artists and content creators on the marketing team are able to leverage the 3D Experience twin. Samir is a product manager, far from a power user in marketing visualization. Take a look at one of her recent posts. Samir has been using XStudio, which uses the same powerful rendering technology, the Stellar Render Engine, to produce high-end imagery. But XStudio comes as a full cloud solution that makes creating digital assets as easy as a drag and drop process that you can do even on a mobile device. It's using cloud technology, so there's no need for any type of expensive hardware investment. As well as, the application has been designed so that everyone can be an artist, no matter what skill level. In Samir's post, she was on her way to present to upper management, but didn't have any new imagery that includes the product change we've been looking at. With XStudio, she was able to create a really nice looking image for her new presentation, which I'm sure saved the day. On top of that, she did it using an iPad while she was waiting for her next plane at the airport. To illustrate the ease and the digital continuity of the product, all you have to do is drag your product into the XStudio window and it will load into the app. Next, drag any lighting environment into the window. Then, position your camera and your scene is all set, ready to render. You can also see that the new product update is reflected in the app. No work required on the user side. Now that my scene is staged and ready, I can launch the high quality preview to see what the final result will look like. If I'm happy with what I see, I can just submit the render. The processing will all be performed in the cloud. So once the render is complete, I can just download it or post it to one of my communities, like Samira did. Now I'm on my laptop doing this, but the experience would be no different if I were sitting down using my tablet instead. So we've seen how easy it was for Samira to bounce back from a minor oversight caused by the BB product update. And we've seen how easy it was for Tom to republish all the new changes required to update the imagery. But the website still has the old product images on it. Why don't we go and fix that ourselves right now? Well, we're back at the BB website. The product has been changed. The CAD data has been updated. That update has cascaded across all of the projects which the marketing team was working on, and all of the marketing assets and imagery have been updated. So let's take another quick look at the site. Right now, every image still has the older, smaller logo. What's great about this workflow within the 3D Experience platform is we can now set up a connection with our web server. So anytime any asset is updated, and watch this, all I'm going to do is hit refresh, and now my entire website has been updated with all of the latest marketing assets. I can continue pushing new and updated content this way anytime my products are changed or updated. And all this is possible because I'm leveraging the 3D Experience Twin. And no matter what stage my assets are in during my marketing campaigns, whether the very early stages or live on a website, they're always connected to the original CAD data.